2 months ago, this robot died on camera. Legs gave out, torso twisted. Engineers looked away. It was embarrassing. Today, that same robot just did a backflip, landed, and walked away like nothing happened. But here is the pattern interrupt. The backflip isn't the story. The fall is, because what you just watched, that recovery, took 15 years of failure. And starting right now, every other humanoid on the planet is officially obsolete. For a decade, robotics companies sold you the same lie. Look, our robot can walk, but watch closely. Old robots walked like they had a stick up their back. Stiff, frozen hips. Every step was a controlled fall. Now look at the new Atlas video from last week. See the gait? The slight sway in the shoulders? The way the heel touches first, then the toe. That is a human walk, not programmed, learned. Here is the detail your favorite tech news site completely missed. Boston Dynamics worked closely with the Robotics and AI Institute, also known as RAI, which is led by Mark Rybert, the same guy who founded Boston Dynamics in the first place. Their goal wasn't flips. Their goal was whole-body control. Most humanoids have separate systems: a walking brain, a balancing brain, an arm-moving brain. They fight each other. Atlas uses one brain. The same neural network that walks also flips, also recovers, and also catches a thrown box. But if one brain controls everything, what happens when that brain makes a mistake? You are about to see the footage the engineers didn't want to release. Boston Dynamics dropped a blooper reel with this update. Most channels ignored it. I watched it 12 times. In one clip, Atlas steps down. Its foot lands on a bolt maybe 5 millimeters high. A normal robot would snap its ankle or fall sideways. But watch what Atlas does. See that micro adjustment? The ankle rotates 3 degrees. The knee dips. The hip counterbalances. The whole correction takes 0.2 seconds. This isn't prescripted animation. This is real-time feedback control. The robot's sensors detect the imbalance, calculate 47 possible recovery paths, and execute the best one all before you even notice the mistake. And here is the terrifying part. The same system that recovers from a bolt also recovers from a punch, a shove, or a slippery floor. RAI and Boston Dynamics formalized their partnership in early 2025. Their breakthrough was zero-shot transfer. They train Atlas in simulation millions of falls, millions of recoveries, and then upload that policy directly to the real robot. No extra tuning, no real-world calibration. So if the robot learns millions of failures in a computer before touching the real world, how many failures has Atlas already learned that we haven't seen yet? Fine, you have seen the cartwheel. You have seen the backflip. You think, cool party trick, useless in a factory. You are wrong. Watch the landing in slow motion. Most robots land like a sack of bricks. All the force goes straight up the spine. That breaks hardware. But Atlas doesn't slam. It absorbs. The knees bend. The hips rotate. The torso compresses. The force distributes through the entire structure, just like a human landing from a jump. Hyundai Motor Group, which owns Boston Dynamics, just confirmed that the Enterprise Atlas is coming to their Metaplant America by 2028. What will it do? Part sequencing first, then full component assembly by 2030. But here is what they didn't say in the press release. The same impact absorption that lets Atlas land a backflip also lets it handle a 20-pound car part without dropping it. The same balance recovery that fixes a stumble also fixes a conveyor belt wobble. And here is the detail everyone missed. The production Atlas has 56 degrees of freedom and a 4-digit tactile sensing gripper. That means it has more moving joints than any humanoid on the market, and its fingers can feel the difference between a bolt and a screw without looking. So if the research Atlas is already this good, what does the factory version look like? And more importantly, when does it leave the factory and enter your world? Boston Dynamics isn't trying to win YouTube. They are trying to win reliability. The research Atlas, the one doing flips, is wrapping up. This is the final stress test, a graduation exam before the real product launches. They just hit 3 milestones. First, dynamic balance. The robot can recover from unexpected forces mid-motion. Second, whole-body learning. One control system for everything walking, flipping, carrying, recovering. Third, sim-to-real transfer. What works in the computer works on the concrete, with no translation loss. Hyundai confirmed deployment by 2028. That is 22 months from now. The moment Atlas proves reliable on a factory floor, no falls for 10,000 hours, the same technology goes everywhere. Warehouses, hospitals, construction sites, your local Amazon distribution center, And here is the question the industry is terrified to ask. If a robot can recover from a fall better than a human, what job is safe? Everyone is scared of Terminators with guns. Boring. Predictable. I am scared of the Atlas that falls, because every fall it takes today is a fall it will never take tomorrow. And when it stops falling completely, when the blooper reel goes empty, we won't get a warning. We will just look up one day and realize the robot has been doing our jobs better for 6 months without us noticing. So here is my question, and I want to fight in the comments. If Atlas recovers from a mistake faster than a human, learns from millions of simulated failures, and never gets tired, should it be illegal to deploy it without human supervision? Or is that just protectionism for lazy workers? Drop your take. I am reading every single one.